it's interesting that you say that because the other day, and this is going to be a long walk, but isn't it always?
With you. Yeah.
It's always. That's the only walking I really do is in here.
Yeah.
Because if I had to physically get it, come on, that's not going to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? The comfortable shoe.
Exactly.
But the other day, I'm at a stoplight, and I look over, and I'm right near my high school, and I look over, and I'm like, that's Trixie on that bus. Like, and it wasn't the first time I had seen, like, obviously, a campaign for something, because you work like a workhorse, and it's amazing. But
Thank you.
to be in the neighborhood that I was in, where nothing had changed. Nothing has changed in the neighborhood. I graduated high school in 1994. Right. Nothing has changed. The Jack in the Box is there. This is there. But what had changed was the fact that this image of drag is so, like, it has permeated. And you have done that with your career. That visibility, where people were walking by just looking like, oh yeah. That's probably half of them knew who you were. And the other half that didn't just went, oh, that's drag. Do you know what's very Delta? Cereal. So go to the link below and use the code VERYDELTA for $5 off, or go to magicspoon.com/VERYDELTA to save $5 today.
Yeah,
and
totally.
I thought, fucking wow. Like that, yes, it's you, it's your image. But I really, truly, from my heart, felt like this speaks for fucking everybody. That representation is for everybody. And it's right outside of my fucking high school, where I can remember people talking shit about the one guy who used to wear eyeliner, or the one whatever. How does that feel? Like,
it's crazy. I mean, I feel like in LA, you're supposed to be like, well, it's not weird to see myself on TV, because I always thought it would be on TV. You're supposed to play it very like, it's fine. I also still get scared when I see a famous person. I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Sure. That type of. Yesterday we drove down Sunset, and I said, I heard there's a Trixie billboard over here. Let's just see. It's right on Sunset with all the other big Sunset billboards, and it's right there above that Saddle Ranch, that like cowboy restaurant. It's right there. And a billboard is cool. We had them in Times Square. We've had them on buses. It's cool. But there's something about Sunset Boulevard where it's like, holy I was like, I have walked by Nicole Byer on these billboards. I've seen RuPaul on these billboards. I've seen Bianca on one of these billboards. It was just, I've seen the We're Here girls on these billboards. So it was very exciting to have my turn. I mean, I'm hardly the first drag queen to have some of those billboards, but it really is cool. And right now there's the HBO Max Trixie Motel billboards. That's probably the one with me in the sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Who would have known renovation was our calling? And then the other one right now, there's Queen of the Universe Paramount Plus billboards. So on some buses, it'll be like me and Graham Norton. And there's Trixie and Katya Emmy billboards right now.
Sick.
There's three.
Sick.
There's three.
Yeah.
I'm like, we should have spaced these out. But I think I get a lot of what you're suggesting, which is people might not know who I am, but because my makeup is so psychotic, and I've probably popped up on everyone's YouTube feed at some point, people see my eyes and I think they're like, oh, that girl. So even if they don't know drag and they don't know my name, they're like, oh, it's that girl.
But you know what? They do fucking know, because I cannot turn on TikTok or any TV show where people that are like, cis presenting women with lashes. And I'm like, you saw that somewhere. And I fucking know where you saw it, bitch. So don't act like, and you don't have any other makeup on but that. You knew you couldn't figure out how to do the rest of it, but you were like, but I can go to the beauty supply and get a lash.
I know.
They're copying.
Have you seen, Brittany Broski showed these to me. It's these lash clinics where, they add semi-permanent bundles of lashes to the point where these women's eyes, they make my eyes look bald. It looks like fur, black fur.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you live? And it's always the before and after on the TikTok. And when they reveal the after, the woman's eyes are always fucking bloodshot. Like,
oh, pink eye down. Like ass-eating session, just fecal in the eyes.
It's great. And I'm like, I know it's supposed to be this glamorous reveal, but it's some bitch with bloodshot eyes with, by the way, not a stitch of makeup on.
None.
So this big of long, thick lashes with not even concealer is so deranged.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not going to tell people not to wear beauty products because, of course, I sell them.
Right.
But I would just say with lashes, life is short. And life is short. Go big. But also go small with lashes. Go like a little smaller. Right. And that's coming from me.
Right.
I've gotten smaller lashes over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, when you and I met in 2015, maybe, I was in Long Beach, I think, doing executive suites. And I did a show with you. And I think we also did Sacramento together.
Mm-hmm.
We did like a little tour. It was a little tour together. And I just remember, that it was like it's yesterday. It was like feels so recent. But you know how much makeup I used to have on compared to now. It was even crazier.
Yeah.
So take it from me. If I'm pulling a smaller lash, I think we can all look inward.